I remember this one particular day while I was stationed at Fort Jackson, South Carolina for boot camp. They had assigned a new buddy to me, and her name was Private Moore. Now, Private Moore was notorious for falling out of a run. So on this day, we were running, and Private Moore does what she's known to do. She fell all the way back to the back of the run, and she started walking. So because she's my buddy, and they tell us in the military, you never leave a comrade behind, I go back to pick up Private Moore and tell her she needs to keep running. So I'm telling her, keep running, just keep running. Just don't stop, don't stop. Just one foot in front of the other, don't stop. And then she starts running. She catches up, she keeps up. We finish that run that day. Fast forward 2 weeks later, it's time for us to do our final physical fitness test. You have to pass this test in order to graduate boot camp. So I finished my run for my physical fitness test, and then I think, where's Private Moore? So I look back, and I look at the time, and I see Private Moore struggling. I see that she will not make her time in the required allotted time. So they allow us to coach your buddy or your comrade. As long as you don't touch them, they won't be disqualified. So I run next to her, and I say, Moore, keep going. You got to keep going. And she's like, I can't. I don't have enough time. I said, just keep going. Now, me and Private Moore had some time to bond over the last 6 weeks. She shared with me her reasons for joining the military, and I shared with her mine. She was from Chicago, I was from Detroit, so I kind of consider her a homegirl. We were neighbors of sorts. So I reminded her of why she joined, and I kept telling her, keep running, just keep going, just keep going, just keep going. One foot in front of the other, just keep going. I said, stick with me so you can finish this run. We kept going. She kept falling back. She kept falling back. She said, I can't do it. I can't do it. Then finally I said, remember why you came here. Remember your 2 children you left at home with your mother. Remember the future that you had promised them at the end of these 8 weeks. So remember that. Keep going. The next thing I know, Private Moore left me. She left me. She finished that run. She graduated boot camp. And from that day on, I knew I had the ability to inspire other people, motivate other people, and I would use that in my business and in life as a leader. I wake up in the hospital and I cannot see. Not only can I not see, my eyes are burning. They feel like sand has been put in them. I scream for the nurse. The nurse calls the doctor, and then the doctor calls the eye specialist. I'm laid in a hospital bed already fighting leukemia. And now the chemo has taken my eyesight. The doctors don't know what caused me to lose my eyesight. They don't know if I will regain my eyesight. Not only did this cancer cause me to lose my eyesight, it caused me so much heartache, so much pain mentally, so much distress. It caused me to worry. It caused me to go into depression. It caused me to wonder why. Why did I have to have cancer? And then why did I have to lose my eyesight? I would learn from that to value life, to value my gifts, to value my talents, to use that pain that I went through in that hospital for purpose, and to do God's will as He had ordered me to do. So that was just the beginning. But it was a struggle, it was a challenge, but I overcame it. There was a time that I questioned if I had made the right decision. I questioned if staying in the military as a single parent was the right thing to do. I questioned it because I felt like I sacrificed a lot for my child. I questioned if I had given up the birthdays, the visits to the cousin's house, the visits to grandpa's house. You know, those family gatherings that everybody else normally has. There was one particular day, my daughter was about 2nd grade, and she said, "Today when you come to school, can you come as a regular mom?" And to me, I thought I was a regular mom. I'm thinking, what's a regular mom? So I would question every decision as far as staying in the military as a single parent. See, she didn't have a connection with her father. She didn't have him there for her. Everything she did, dance recitals, little league, cheerleading, after school activities, it was all on me. So I questioned that tough decision every time I signed the re-enlistment papers. Am I making the right decision? I would later learn that tough decisions are part of life. And I make them without regret. Sure, it was a sacrifice. Sure, there were some things that maybe she should have been able to do, but she benefited from them. Today, she is a 28-year-old mom. I have a grandson. She's blooming. She's an international DJ. She's an author, and she's doing well. So today, I no longer question that. I no longer live with regret, but it was a hard choice. Ooh. To my 21-year-old self, I would say, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to be yourself. Don't be afraid to take new challenges. See, there was a time when I was at Oakland University, attending college, having fun, and then I was asked to leave. Now, they ask you to leave when you can't pay. So they asked me to leave, and I had to make the decision. Do I go back home to my parents' house? Now, my parents, I was 20 years old at the time. And if I went home on the weekend and I said, well, I'm going to the movies with my girlfriends, they would say, be home by 8:30 at 20 years old. So for me, that was not an option. So hence, that's when I joined the Army. So to my 21-year-old self, I would say, do the things that make you happy. Sometimes it takes you out of your comfort zone, but it'll be so worth it. Explore life, have fun, and just be unique. One of the challenges that authors, coaches, and consultants face is not using creativity in their business. So at Blue Impressions Publishing, what we specialize in is customizing books, specifically workbooks, self-help books, and journals to help you leverage your business. Our clients come to us for something that speaks to their needs and that helps them speak to their clients in a special way. So let me tell you about a client I have. Her name is Stacy. Stacy is a mental health professional, and she came to us because she was struggling trying to find material that was specific to the type of clients that she worked with. So Stacy, once we met, I asked her what types of things would she like to see inside of her book. She said, I want coloring pages, I want activity pages, I want puzzles, I want worksheets. She had a list from the ceiling to the floor, and we were able to accommodate her. So not only is Stacy's book custom to what she needs for her clients, but it's set up in a way that she has material to conduct workshops, seminars, retreats, or any other classes or courses in her business with that one piece of material. An additional source of income. We're all entrepreneurs, so at the end of the day, that's what we're here for, right? As well as to change the world with our services and our words. Well, there are several reasons why people elect to work with our company. 1, they get exceptional service. 2, they get their book published, and not just any book. It's a unique book that is custom to the needs of their clients and their services. And 3, they get a product that produces additional income. Let me tell you a story about a client that I have named Sarah. So Sarah is an art coach, and she was looking for a unique way to display her art and some of her students' art. She also wanted a way to make additional money for her art classes without getting additional funding. So we took some of Sarah's artwork, turned them into a custom coloring book for her. She was happy as all could be. She was able to display the work that she does, as well as the work of her students, and use that in her business, which is a private art gallery, to sell as a standalone item, as well as to support her business with an additional stream of income. So our clients are kind of special. They're very unique. And just as they are and their clients are, that's why they come to us, because we provide those unique services that are custom to them. My experience with Shay Brown and his staff is phenomenal. It is life-changing. It is probably a journey I would recommend for any entrepreneur. Everybody's so friendly. They pour so much into you, they make it fun. It doesn't even feel like you're working. And you learn so much about yourself as well as your journey. So I would highly recommend it to any entrepreneur that's even debating or thinking of a different way to showcase not just your work, but your story and your heart. You won't go wrong.